Mediaite is reporting that Donald Trump Jr. is considering a run for president in 2028, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I like Donald Trump Jr. a lot. I think he's great. You know, we haven't seen him directly in politics yet, but so far his perspectives seem to align very much with his father's, very much with MAGA, very much with America. So I like that. Now, with that being said, you know, if there's him, there's JD Vance. Obviously, is a potential, very high potential. They even had the CPAC straw poll had, I think, Steve Bannon coming in second to JD Vance on that list. Crazy stuff. Let's go to the article first, then I'll give my brilliant commentary. When President Donald Trump sat down for an interview with Fox News last month, anchor Bret Baier asked what should have been a softball question. Do you view Vice President JD Vance as your successor, the Republican nominee in 2028? Trump's response was glaring. No, but he's very capable, the president said matter-of-factly. I mean, I don't think that I think you have a lot of very capable people. So far, I think he's doing a fantastic job. It's too early. We're just starting. The ease with which Trump threw his vice president under the bus, which that's not throwing him under the bus. It's a statement of fact. It's 20, I mean, he was at the time less than 2 months, or still less than 2 months since being inaugurated. They're still working here. You're really going to talk about 2028? I don't think so, but whatever. The ease with which Trump threw his vice president under the bus came as a shock to observers who expected Vance to carry on the MAGA torch when Trump leaves office in 2028. But it came as a little surprise to several in Trump's inner circle, who spoke with Mediaite on condition of anonymity and said the remarks reflected the president's desire to keep his dynasty alive past the expiration of his own second term in the White House. 3 high-level sources told Mediaite that Donald Trump Jr., the eldest son and an omnipresent MAGA evangelist across the internet, is seriously considering a run for president in 2028. Don has been the most politically involved of all the Trump kids and has always kept the lanes open for a presidential run, one White House insider and close friend of the Trump family said. He is a valued voice for his father and a real possibility to be a contender in 2028. Trump Jr. boasts his own loyal following, a successful show on Rumble, and a strong presence on social media with more than 14.6 million followers on X. He serves as a key advisor to his father. He was credited with advocating for Trump to choose Vance as his running mate and hit the campaign trail aggressively in the run-up to the 2024 election. Don Jr. has been a key voice in influencing cabinet picks, policy, and potential endorsements, the Trump insider said. He has also consistently been the most active on the campaign trail for the president as well as his endorsed candidates. So, again, we're talking about rumors, anonymous sources, blah, blah, blah. But it is true that President Trump, when asked about who he would back, the instant response should be your very, very well-aligned vice president, right? But because there was not an instant response, first thing I thought is, oh, great. That means that Donald Trump Jr. is probably going to run, or at least the option is there, and Trump doesn't want to say, I'm backing Vance and then change it later. Bottom line is this. I like them both. I like Bannon. I like anybody who is going to do one thing. There's really only one criteria here. I mean, really, seriously, there's one major criteria here and then a bunch of little minor ones. But the major one is this. Will they continue what President Trump does over the next 4 years? That's it. All I want is a continuation of President Trump. I don't want the 1988 through 1992 version of what was supposed to be the third Reagan term with George H.W. Bush. That was nothing like the Reagan years. It was in many ways the exact opposite, especially as it pertained to foreign affairs. George H.W. Bush was a neocon and acted as such as soon as he became president. He did not carry the Reagan torch. He tried to blaze his own path. And of course, that resulted in losing after a single term. Point being is that number one, way too early to even be talking about this stuff. But hey, it's out there, so we might as well. Number 2, Vance, Trump Jr., Bannon. I mean, I'm good. There are others. I'm not going to throw any other names out there just yet. But there are others that I also like, that I believe would carry on what Trump is doing. We don't need a shift away from this at all. It's working. It's going to continue working. We need to focus on the midterms, focus on making sure the Republicans can at least keep their majorities, if not advance them. And then then we can start talking about 2028. But in the meantime, all of this is fodder from anonymous sources. But need a little fodder every now and then. We've been talking serious talk for a long time. Let's throw out some speculation about the future. You can find my channels, my articles, my socials at jdrucker.com/find. That's jdrucker.com/find.